all, welcome back to my channel. For this video, I want to mix poetry and a lovely subject, Tucker Carlson, because they marry so well. I have a history of writing whimsical, lust-filled poetry for the men who put inspiration in me. I don't consider myself to be a wordsmith of any sort. However, of all the stories and song lyrics I've written, my poetry, some of it anyway, is exceptional, I think. And that really has to do with letting the moment take me and seeing what feelings bubble to the surface. It's not always complete or tidy, and the rhythm is one of my own making. But I thought it would be fun to share a few of these I wrote for Tucker, especially since I torture myself with the idea of presenting him a handful of these in person someday, like printed in a book or something. I am so curious if he would find them frightening or fascinating or flattering. The first one I'm gonna read for you is called Pink Beauty. It's the shortest of the three that I've got for you, so let's begin. As I admire these grand landscapes, the sky is flush. Its pink and red hues paint his smile with a familiar brush. Oceans gray communicate a feeling, a rush, in a whisper on the wind of this imaginary touch. Warm as the summer sun and gold is its worth, to rise and shine upon the darkest parts of my earth, when your hand pushed past the leaves of the trees and found me evergreen. These limbs tremble and the dawn breaks beneath the heavens of your face, a kind of flowers in bloom that carries with it sense of spring, followed by empty words, my offering, on which the altar of unbridled lust I cast off each sin for these waves to crush. It's a mind meld of things, really, that starts off with the beauty that I think Tucker possesses. That's his rosy skin tone, noticed often after he's laughed, and the blue of his eyes. We go from there to my imaginings of what it might be like if we touched, as if that could be put into words. Might be a little lovemaking happening in there in the form of flowers blooming and waves crashing to the shore. I don't know. You get the idea. Next, this one's called His Waters, and it sets up a scenario in which we'd actually decide to be lovers. Him making the conscious decision to be with me despite his marital attachments. Obviously, this is an alternate universe because it ain't happening, sadly. I begin to drink from the oasis that saw me fall when I turned from mercy toward the thirst within. I did not strain to stay above desire and let the surface still, while consumed in its fire, then float amid the current that swallowed all of me, and I swallowed him into these lungs. The poison filled, but little stung, and going numb, I let myself drown. For better words were stifled as we swelled underneath a blanket of waves that held you with its pressure. Our smothered faces, without a gasp, only traces, left the clothes piled beside this well we sought to swim. Now rest limp against the sands below, and tides carry their flow, leaving this behind. No sign before I dipped into destruction of self, just empty writings collected dust upon my shelf. I took off my pride, removed my virtue, neglected sound judgment, and bathed with you. You washed me, and I drank from a stained soul, soiled the heart I buried to indulge in the wine of wickedness. For when you put your hand in mine, I thought not to pull you from the water, but join you. The water represents our sin, and he makes the first move, and rather than denying him, I decide to drown with him. I so would. I am so bad. Tucker. Last but not least, our final poem entitled Savage, and the very first poem I wrote about Tucker. This would have been 2016, 2017, and I love this one. Not gonna lie, it's one of my favorite things I've ever written, because I feel like I got real close to describing him exactly the way I see him. Then from there, how he's made me feel. Again, another difficult thing to put into words, but I feel like I got real close. Are you ready? Savage mouth, hung jaw at the ready to weaponize your words. They hit each target like darts that dwindle from their slow-acting poison. An arrow lodges itself in my heart, Deep past the surface, in red beats of blood rushing, face flushing, I'm caught in your mouth, hanging on to the thoughts flowing freely, carrying these ideas and traditions of old where men were the caretakers of their women, and the earth. You shine hot like a badge under the sun-soaked honesty, burn away everything you aren't, and reveals the bluest soul behind your eyes. Quick to speak, not quick to think, but instinct instead survives you. A tangled gathering of a man, complex, beautiful, and far as the stars from the earth. Wasted away but still visible. I can see you lightning fast like a movie in comfort of my loneliness and already a false light. Your pink lips and rosy skin, a delight to behold, a trick that stole my time, limited as it be, all of it, willingly spent to look upon your handsome appearance. Weathered little and aging slowly in the gifted body that holds your spirit young. How I yearn to be in your arms, to press my skin against yours, and be what you are for me. The white night fantasy, what a daydream. To make love to the brightest of stars and cast my own light, to feign the glow I borrowed in your smile while it spread across me. The heat of your breath, each precious exhale, I'd live to catch them, to taste the bittersweet wine of your kisses, drunk in desire, oh, to catch this falling, faded star in my bed for a moment of passion. You can't ignore how pretty he is. You just can't. It'd be a crime against nature. I also can't help but think some of that beauty would stay within me if we were together for a night. Or forever. Again, Tucker. So, there you have it, some of my Tucker Carlson musings for you. I've written a lot of poetry, not just about Tucker, and I'm considering sharing some of it, so if you enjoyed this video or have any comments, let me know. That's all I've got right now, though. So, thanks for listening, and until next time, bye.